what it will be in round numbers for the zero deductible in most of the months. It varies by months, by enrollment periods. It varies by how many months I enroll. It varies between the months early in the enrollment period and late in the enrollment period. But I think it'd be safe to say 75 cents to $1, probably in that range most of those months. Now, somewhere in that range. Drop it $1, and now you're down around a quarter in general numbers. Probably. Drop it $2, and you're down to around a dime. Okay? So that would mean that I could get better than a $10 margin most months for around a dime. Now, I mentioned that I saw some people raise their eyebrows when I said we don't use your costs. We use the Board of Trade costs. So how do I adapt that to me? Well, the thing that's important to me is what is my margin? And how does that $12 equate to my margin, income over feed cost? And so if mine is about $10, then that would say, well, maybe a base to start would be how much deductible would I take to meet my margin, my $10 margin? That's kind of how those two, how you relate it. But no other programs limit this, and this doesn't limit other programs. I would like you to think of this in terms of a supplemental opportunity that you have. A banker told me last week at a presentation, he talked about how that the things are getting a little tighter on the lending requirements. And he went so far as to say that he didn't think that their bank was going to let you farm with their money anymore. You had to have some security. And so he went to the point in saying, if I have a loan request from a significant dairy producer, they're going to have some risk management in that business plan. He said, this is one that can work. If you're too big, you may have some other things. Okay, so the dairy gross margin is the expected gross margin, that's the guarantee, minus the actual gross margin. And if that's a positive number, then we owe you an insurance claim. Keep in mind, we don't do it month by month unless you enroll month by month. We do it for the aggregate number of months you enrolled each enrollment period. So then that becomes the formula. And again, remind you that we use Board of Trade prices to establish all values.